right, give me the land and I win. Oh, no way. Did we really just win on turn 4? Are we faster than mono red? Oh my god. That is ridiculous, dude. In no world is that okay. All right, guys, we got a new busted mono black deck that is just ridiculous, man. You can win games by as early as turn 4 if the curve hits right, and it does hit right sometimes, man. It's not that unlikely to pull off. And if you don't find it on 4, you can do it on 5 and even 6 with all these different combos, man. There's multiple ways you can pull this off, but it basically works off of the Aclazotz. We all know Aclazotz by now. This card allows you, when you're dealing damage to the opponent, to basically double that damage dealt. And we've already seen this broken with that new spree card we got a couple of, sets ago, where, you deal half the opponent's life total, and then the other half is taken off just because the Aclazotz is present on the battlefield. Same idea here, guys, but we got some new cards. Unstoppable Slasher on 3 is going to be the most perfect curve you can possibly hit, because on 3 this comes down and it works the same way. If this thing deals damage to the opponent, they're going to lose half their life rounded up. And then if you have an Aclazotz down on turn 4, game is over. It is ridiculous. And then we have another way to win, which is this Grievous Wounds. This is another card that's same sort of idea. You're gonna bleed the opponent's life total out by half every time you deal damage to them, which is even better because it doesn't necessarily have to be a specific creature. Any creature that deals damage to the opponent, they're losing half of their life, which is good because we have some elusive flyers like Deep Cavern Bat, and of course the Windcon. Aclazotz is a flyer, so we get this down, we attack him with the bat, game over. That's how that works. Super easy, guys, and it's a nice little mid-range deck where we're drawing cards because we want to be attacking, obviously. So Gix and the Preacher are both going to be drawing us cards, hopefully finding us the tools that we need. And then we've got a ton of good removal for mono red, because mono red is the problem. Mono red will always be the problem. So we've got things to deal with it with Cut Down. Nowhere to Run, a new card that's really good. It kind of took the place for me for the Persistence. I know we're not gaining life, but it is a flash in speed spell, which is really nice to do when the opponent's trying to pump up their creatures or whatever they're trying to do. You can take them out at instant speed with minusing 3/3, which allows us to shut down, those heroes for throwing fireballs on our face when they die and whatnot. So anyways, super fun list, guys. I think you're going to enjoy this one, and we'll just get right into it, man. We'll see ya. Peace. All right, guys, so we are finally playing with the new cards for real on the ladder. We're going to be trying them out here today, and we are starting it off with mono black, man. Unfortunately, we've been playing today a little bit, and mono red is still very much a thing. And so I felt like mono black would be a really good way to not only deal with that, but we've got some new cards that I really wanted to try out during the early access, but we didn't have a ton of new cards in this build, so I kind of put it off to the side until later, because this deck does run a lot of old cards still. But it's very good so far. We've had some really strong positive games so far. We haven't played pretty much since the early access event last week, so we actually we went down in ranking, I think, to like 87, 88, something like that, and we had to grind all the way back, so it's been a little tough. I am gonna go with the Preacher here over the Slasher, just because we don't have enough black sources here to get the Aclazotz out on curve. Hopefully we draw into another swamp here. Fabled Passage or Swamp would be really nice. Oh, I like this card a lot. Demolition Field is interesting because I could actually blow up a land here, and I can go get a black source that way. All right, and then that leaves me with a few options here for removal. Let's go ahead and attack into the opponent here and see what they want to do. I don't think they're going to stop this. I think they're going to allow this damage to get through. All right, so I really don't like you because you have the ability to grow the other things. That gives, in case you guys didn't know, this new card right here gives 1/1 counters to anything they want every time an enchantment enters the battlefield. Pretty cool. I'm working on an enchantment deck in Azorius colors right now, so pretty familiar with that card. 1/1 for each enchantment you control and first strike. That's a cool card. All right, Got the Acklazotz ready to go now. I do have the ability to take this out first. There's a chance they could end up giving this protection. There's actually a pretty strong possibility they give this thing protection. So what I think I'm actually going to do is utilize my blast zones here. I really don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't love the idea of utilizing the blast zones here. Blast zone would take out both of these, which is great and everything, but I want to get my game plan going here. I want to start getting the opponent, you know, out of here and win this game as quickly as possible. So I am actually going to play the slasher. You can go either way. I think blast zone would have been a cool play here, taking out both the siren and the enchantment. But I'm gonna go ahead and let them do their thing for a minute here. I'm gonna try this now, see if the opponent wants to try to protect it. Hexproof wouldn't work on this, but there are cards that probably would. Any sort of pump spells obviously would work on this. Okay, a counter spell works as well. Not bad. All right, that makes my... Oh, that actually we won the game. The opponent, unfortunately, left no blocks open and all their mana tapped out, which means we get to do our double damage and we get to do our half health loss here. So opponent, unfortunately, is cooked here. Geez, man, it's that easy, man. You get Acklazotz and the slasher swinging through, you got yourself a really good time. That's broken, man. That's pretty silly. Man, there's just so many ways to hit this Acklazotz finish now, man. It's so broken, dude. We've got the Grievous Wounds in our hand, too. We love that. The opponent being on mono red, though, is very, very scary. Yeah, we need to cut down off the top here. Come on, cut down, cut down. At least they didn't have the new ley line. The new ley line with mono red is absolutely absurd. Oh, my God. We got cut down, guys, and I'm doing it now. There's no way I'm gonna let this thing surprise me with a couple of monstrous rages. No shot. No shot. And then we got nowhere to run. Hopefully they play out the mouse. Give me the mouse. That's not the mouse. But it is something they're probably gonna pump up. They are. Okay, gets 3-0 to the end of turn, and when it dies... This turn, Manifest Dread. Okay, so if it dies this turn, got it. We are gonna hit it with nowhere to run, so we will go with Blast Zone. And again, we're gonna play this because their creatures have prowess, right? All of their mono red freaking creatures grow every time they touch it with anything. So I'm gonna try to get rid of it before they, you know, pump it to oblivion. Now, we're in good spot here, but we still went second, so this is still not gonna be super easy to get out of this. Opponent, though, missed a land drop here. All right, Bitter Triumph. I will probably just discard a card here. Losing life, not optimal. And I will thin out my deck here a little bit, hopefully making the top decks a little bit better by hitting a Fabled Passage. And hopefully the opponent is out of things to do. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. There's the hero. At least it's slow, right? It doesn't have haste. Ah, it's annoying, though. All right, well, I could just blast it away with the Blast Zone. Let's do it. Let's just get rid of it. I mean, I got to keep pace here, right? I got to keep pace. Unfortunately, I drew into another 5-drop here, which was not the card you wanted to see. Chainsaw's good. That's a turn off, essentially. And a cut down, I'll take it. It's not what I wanted, but it is something I need, right? You may not want it, but you definitely need it. And we clearly know they don't have another creature. So when they top deck it and do play it, we answer it right away. That's going to be nice. This still allows me to play cut down. That's beautiful. Not a bad top deck. Get to look at what's going on here. Probably a shock. Shock to the bat? No. All right, we definitely got to take this because it's just going to come down and blow up the bat. And the bat is going to gain me a little bit of life. As small as the amount as it is, it's still good enough to, you know, respect a little bit. They're trying to draw a card here off of this. Yeah, they're gonna try to draw a card. That's cool with me. Cool with me. They hit a land. We love that. Absolutely love that. They are struggling to hit another creature. We love to see it, dude. Oh, we love to see mono red squirm. We're struggling to hit land drops though. I did throw away 2 lands, so that's on me. But there it is. There it is. Do I try to get him dead next turn? I mean, it is a blocker. There's no way they're going to hit us for 11 next turn, right? And we can potentially close the game if we find a land off the top. Is it a kill spell? Is it a burn spell? Okay, good. All right, we gained 1 life there, which is relevant. Don't find a creature here. Let's just see a scoop. Make my life easy. Just scoop it up for me, Red. Go ahead and scoop it up for me. And this is why we want to run mono black right now, man, because these red decks are virtually impossible to beat unless you're hard countering them, which we are here today. All right, so this thing's got haste, unfortunately, and prowess. Equip this for 3. That's not going to fly. Okay, so the worst thing that can happen is they can hit us for one red here. 1 red. Until end of turn, target attacking creature gets 2/2 and trample. Whenever deals damage, destroy target artifact. Okay. I think we survived this. I don't think there's any way they get 12 damage through. So we're hoping and banking on the 1 land drop. If we get the 1 land drop, game's over. We win. Come on now. Surely we can pull this off. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. GG's. Nice knowing ya. See you later, mono red. G freaking G's, man. Another broken combo off of the Grievous Wounds. Oh man. That's ridiculous. That should not be a thing. Man, if you count all the games we didn't record just to get back to this point, we are absolutely stomping it right now, man. We're doing so well. I don't love white. It could be really aggressive. I've only got 1 removal spell in hand. I don't like going second with only 1 removal spell, but the hand was too good not to take, you know? Tokens might be the end of us here. Tokens go wide. We don't have a sweeper. Tokens might be difficult. Blast Zone does not, unfortunately, blow up the tokens because it can only hit for things with actual converted mana cost, and tokens virtually have none. So that won't work. Oh, hold on a second, though. Blast Zone for 3 seems pretty darn good right about now. Blast Zone for 3 seems spicy. They kept a 2-lander? This could end up screwing them here. Looks like it might. Should we just pump up the Blast Zone here, or should we try to get something else going? Should I take the temporary lockdown, maybe? No, because if they take the bat, I'll get it back when I blow everything up later. All right, I will play the Preacher. And then next turn, I will fully commit to maybe, oh no. I want to commit to Blast Zone soon, but I just don't know how soon I should really invest into it. Because we kind of need them to commit the 3 mana, you know, permanents to the field, and they may be a little bit wary of doing so if I'm heavily pumping out the Blast Zone. I don't know why I haven't cracked more Fabled Passages. I gotta stop talking and just focus here. They're all 3-drop permanents. I mean, that couldn't work out any better, honestly. I'll just take the Forge. I'll take the Forge, sure. Why the heck not, you know? Why the heck not? We're looking good, guys. We're looking good. We'll take Blast Zone to 3 next turn. Unless we draw something super spicy, of course. We'll see. Alright, is the opponent attacking in? They are attacking in. Okay, so they're gonna lose 1 token here. I go down 3. That takes me underneath the amount I need to draw a card with the Preacher. I may have to just use this now. I'm probably not gonna have another great time to use it. Let's just do it now. I want to keep my life total to the point where I'm drawing cards with the Preacher instead of spitting out 1/1 tokens, you know what I mean? Alright, Fabled Passage first, because that's going to thin out the deck a little bit. We're drawing way too many lands. I should have done this a little bit sooner. Give my deck a nice shuffle. Send everybody through. Another Preacher. Alright, we're definitely working the Blast Zone here. Alright, so we're going to end the turn. The opponent probably has no idea what we're thinking about or what we're trying to do, which is great. I hope they temporary lockdown, maybe? Because then I get my bats back, and I could steal 2 more things from their hand again. Maybe just get their... Get lost in the Forge again. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of need them to commit that temporary lockdown, though. I guess they can't, though, because they've got no... The colors are wrong. And I just realized they have Demolition Field. I don't know why that went by my brain. I just didn't even see that. So let's hope they don't utilize that. I completely didn't see that. Wasn't even looking at their mana base. Nice. They overcommit. Let's go. They should have blown up the Blast Zone. I think they're realizing it now, which they're gonna regret. Whoops. I only need to do that for 2. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, we attack in first, because we're gonna lose the Preacher, unfortunately. They say nice. Yeah, it is pretty nice. We still, unfortunately, missed. We got another land drop. Unable to play another Preacher this turn. That's a little bit of a bummer. We are going to lose the bats here to the temporary lockdown. I do wish that we could have gotten that off with a temporary lockdown on the field. So that's not the best case scenario, you know? Alright, Demolition Field we'll have to do with the Preacher. That's all I got. We keep drawing lands, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. We absolutely flooded out here. We actually had a pretty good, strong case to win this game. Everything was going pretty well, except for the fact that we just drew only lands from the entirety of this game. Make sure to sign up for the only lands. All right. They are struggling here to find their white sources. I guess this wouldn't matter, though. They're going to go fetch another one. But I want to keep thinning out my deck. Just keep on shuffling my deck, taking out lands. Opponent is probably just going to run out to get lost here. Blow up the Preacher when I try to attack next turn. Give me something to work with here, man. Give me something. I don't even know what I want at this point because we're so far behind. That might be good. That might draw the bait of the get lost, and I can maybe keep the Preacher and keep drawing cards. All right, they're letting me draw a card. Not responding here. Surely they would have used the get lost, right? I don't understand. I guess they just really wanted to get the value out of the Sunfall. Okay, that's fine. I mean, that still sucks. I mean, that definitely hurts, but... oh, you know what? Maybe we can get them to overcommit and bite on this. I'll see. There's a good chance they kill this, but there's a good chance they don't. Let's see. Hopefully they just overcommit here with more Urbrask's Forges and more Caretaker's Talents. We'll see. Hopefully they just fully tap out. You never want to show the Bloodletter. You never want to show it until you're ready to play it. You know what I mean? Alright, we need to find a kill spell for that. If we're going to get lucky with a kill spell, we are going to be dialed. Oh, hey buddy. 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I lost track of where I'm at here. My son, I'm recording this late at night, and he just woke up, unfortunately. I feel really bad now. Okay. We'll take 3, I think. I'm a little scatterbrained now, though. Alright, Demolition Field again, or no? That's the question. I guess it would make sense to do it, because, again, we want to eliminate another possible land we draw into, and find that removal spell we're looking for. It's only one specific removal spell we have that could take care of this. Bitter is the one we're looking for. I guess we did just give him a white source though, which is not ideal. All right, almost certainly they're gonna block here, but I guess we still play this and try. You know, we gotta try. We gotta try and hope for the best. There's no way they let the attack get through or they just die, you know? It's not looking like our game, guys. Not looking like our game. At least though, we get the slasher back. It's gonna have those stun counters on it, but we get it back and it's gonna keep being a pest, right? Hard to deal with. Boros tokens though, man. That's my first time seeing this back. Back with new cards, you know. It's still very powerful, especially with the chainsaw and stuff. I've seen people working the chainsaw in this build during early access. That was pretty cool. All right, Elspeth is gonna do what here? Give flying encounters to their tokens. They're just going full out here with the damage. Interesting choice. We'll take 8, sure. The Get Lost is ready to go. That's unfortunate. They have really held on to that Get Lost, man. They are locked in with that. That's what I needed a minute ago. We would have won the game. If we would have drawn that a second ago, we would have won. That's going to come in as a 5/5. Yeah, I can't really do much, can I? Not much I can do here. They absolutely would have won this a lot sooner if they just pulled the trigger on that removal spell. I don't know what they're saving it for, what sort of rainy day they've got going on here, but... there it is. It's the only way I can stay alive here for a turn. We're battling this one out, but I don't see it, guys. I'm sorry. I don't see it. We drew way too many lands, got flooded out on this one, and the matchup wasn't super great. We got away with it for a minute there because of the blast zone, but man, cannot believe how many lands we actually drew into this game. And they clearly have more removal here. They're just assessing whether or not they should pull the trigger on it with the slasher because it's got another turn with the stun counter, so no point. And that will do it. That will do it, guys. GG's to the opponent. I mean, it's a tough deck to beat. It's a really good one out there right now. Boros token still rocking it. All right, we get to go first with a stellar looking hand, dude. This thing is sweet looking. Better win this one. Better win this one. Come on. Okay, so they took a mulligan down to 6. Here we go. Uh-oh, Boros again. Oh, that's a great find, though. I'll take it. The good news with Boros is that they typically don't have much for blocking, right? They're reliant on the sweepers and stuff like that, but they don't have a whole lot for blocking. All right, I mean, if we find the land and they don't kill the slasher, GG's already. I mean, that would be wild. A turn 4 victory. Brask's Forge. That's fine. It's not fine though. They're gonna probably leave it back because unless they have a pump spell. I kind of hope they do have a pump spell here to encourage the attack, and then I draw into a swamp. That's what we're hoping for, and the game's over. It's that simple, but I know I'm not gonna get that lucky. There's no way. Well, there's the pump spell. Enchant creature gets 1/1 for each enchantment you control and has first strike. All right, give me the land and I win. Oh, no way. Did we really just win on turn 4? Are we faster than mono red? Oh my God, that is ridiculous, dude. In no world is that okay. All right, that was pretty ridiculous. That was about as good as it could possibly get there. We got a really solid hand here, of course. Ooh, gotta start thinking about the curve. Okay, so Orzhov could be life gain, but I'm actually going to crack this first because I need to make sure we curve into our 3-drop without any hiccups. That way we can try to pull off that combo one more time. You never know. We might get lucky, guys. We might get lucky. By the way, I do know that mono red is a lot faster than that, clearly. I'm aware that they got the new ley line as well, which is really absurd. All right, so I do have to kind of clear the runway of creatures if we're going to be attacking through, but I am going to go with the bat. Maybe I could just take whatever they were planning on playing here. Temporary lockdown. That does take that, so I'm actually going to encourage that behavior. I do have to take this, though. All right, I do need another swamp here, which is tough because... yeah, I have to hit a swamp in order to get the Aggro odds down. I may have too many. I may have a little bit too many non-basics in the deck here. I might have too many demolition fields and stuff. I don't think the demolition fields are necessary. I may have to just go back and cut them from the deck because right now we are impeding on our win con here next turn by not having a swamp and having too many lands that don't do anything. But, I mean, I am going to have to remove some stuff off the field anyways, though, so that's fine. Sure enough, I find it, too. Dang. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to have to get rid of that without a cut down, which is fine. We do have this. All right. Let's see if the opponent is willing to take half of their life total here. They passed its counters. I honestly forgot it did that. Well, that answers that problem. Alright, so we're kind of hoping they commit a temporary lockdown here, but it's a bit unlikely. The opponent probably is going to run out the bat with a land. Yeah, and then they're going to bring back the channeler, which we'll have to take out again. Yeah, they're making my life pretty difficult here as far as getting my damage through. Oh wow, not going for the Aether Channeler. That's kind of odd. They send the bat? Sure. They can have it. The opponent's at 6, by the way, because of the half of the damage they took. Half their life total. Oh man, I should have taken this out before they gained that life. That's on me. That's on me, guys. Ooh. That makes things extremely spicy. This is technically a win con now, though. I'm gonna shoot for this and see what happens. I don't think we win here, of course, but we'll see. Chump block with the 1/1. Yeah, that's about what I thought. All right, so the opponent, though, doesn't have too many good options, I don't think, because the temporary lockdown does absolutely nothing for them. Jack diddly squat. I do have a grievous wounds too, so I can play that and then maybe just get through with one singular attack and then GG's. All right, so they take damage. Do they gain life though? I guess if they swing through, they gain life, right? That might be a pretty good sign. Pretty good indicator that the opponent doesn't have too much here. They can't really afford to attack either. I mean, I guess they could. I don't know. They're going to get back another Aether Channeler too if they attack. I guess the Cosmos Caller does have Vigilance, right? Not willing to risk it though. Alright, they were just looking to get another bat here and gain some life. Alright, so as far as flyers go... that was such a good top deck. That was such a good top deck. Alright. So this is for sure gonna survive now because... oh no. I didn't even consider that. Oh, that makes things difficult. Okay, let's just say we swing through. I don't know, how do they block this? They have to, they can't double block this. They can't. Yeah, GG's. I was gonna say, I was doing the math there. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm a little bit slow on the uptick there with the math, but I was trying to make sure that if I swung through there, I didn't overcommit. So this right here, it requires that they don't double block it because they can't take the damage over here. They just lose. So they have to spread the blocks out and we get 1 damage through, and that's all we really need because it's gonna, well, I guess that wouldn't have been all we needed, huh? But they would have lost both their creatures. I get why they scooped it up, but we definitely didn't have the win there, I don't think. So GG. Oh man, I am praying for a mono red player with this hand, but I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna gamble a little bit. I don't think it's mono red. 89 percentile. And mono reds are typically pretty much, you know, at least middle of 90s for the most part. And then the avatar doesn't exactly scream mono red. So okay, nice. We actually paid off there on that mulligan. We'll keep it. We'll probably drop this. All right. I mean, we're on the move here, guys. We're on the move. Here we go. Did I guess right though? If it's mono red, dude. All right, good. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, go with your gut. And this time my gut was correct. Ugh, it's gonna be another tokens player though, man. Tokens are kind of everywhere right now. I guess this thing needs to sacrifice to exile something. Exile to our artifact, enchantment, creature power. All right, we gotta take it. It's their only removal spell. Carrot cake, good enough. Good news is we got the wound, right? And I think the wound is a little bit better in the long run because we can actually get that damage through with the bat over the top and still win the game. So that's nice. And you never know. I mean, it's as simple as them overcommitting here and attacking. I mean, they won't attack him. That would be the most silly thing ever, but it's possible. They almost did. Let's see. We got the cut down. That does give them something though, right? Whenever dies, food token. All right, and then we got the bitter triumph. So what's probably gonna end up happening here is, oh, okay, they're gonna chump block. Is they're gonna play the turn 4 here, Beza, if they find a land. I do hope they commit the Kaya over the Beza, because the Beza is going to create 2 other blockers as well, and that would be not great. Dang it. All right, sure. Sure thing, man. You got it. Oh, don't mind if I do, actually. Don't mind if I do. Let's go. Give me some more cards. I need some lands. Didn't quite hit the curve the way we wanted to, but we got draws here. All right, well, Kaya can come down and exile something, which is not ideal because it can exile one of their tokens and then one of my permanents. And it also can turn a token that they have into a permanent in their graveyard. I don't think it gets the ETB effect though. Interesting. Probably gonna take the bat. Yep, and then they're gonna do it again. Oh, they could have taken the bat and they could have done it again to take another permanent there, but they were eager to take that off the field. I get why, but didn't do that the right way, I don't think. Now, we'd be obviously already done with this game, it feels like, if we just continue to hit lands, but of course we don't. They're sacking a token here to draw a card, I would imagine. Yep. Draw 2. Oh, you're kidding me, man. You've got to be kidding me. How are we not drawing into lands yet? It's like one game you get too many lands, the next game you get none. It's just how it goes, huh? I did have 27 in this deck, but we got flooded almost every single game, no matter how many Fabled Passages we cracked, so that was always a good time. Opponent really not committing this Kaya to the board. I get why. We're pretty wide right now. You're going to want to hit a sweeper at some point if you're going to have a chance here, but bringing back the Beza, getting some tokens. If I get a land here, I'd probably go double up on the run here to get rid of the Beza. Probably. Well, they are absolutely cooking right now. Oh, you're kidding me, man. You're kidding me. Well, I could still single nowhere to run. Come on. We need some cards here. Need some cards here, man. Give me something good. I swear to God. Oh, we got it. Okay, we got it. We got it. All right, we got it. We're fine. We're fine. All right, now we can hopefully get one more land, drop the Grievous, and then after that, hit the Aclazotz for the win. Ugh, we should have been already done with this like 4 turns ago. Come on now. Help a brother out. All right, they finally decide on an Elspeth here. I wonder how they go about this. Probably another token, right? It sure is. Interesting choice there. See if they do that. Yep, they sure do. I would too. Makes sense. All right, things just got a little bit more tough here, guys. A lot of food tokens being created here. Now, if it was a Mondrak, these food tokens would be doubled, but the O'Hare, thankfully, only doubles the creatures that they create, which is awesome for us. Not awesome for them. We are gonna take this thing out, man. No chance we let this sit around. Thank God we top decked that off of the top there. Actually want to take this out. Can we hit a land drop? They say nice, but they have no idea how lucky they've been by us not hitting lands, man. We got one. We got one, guys. We can end this game in 2 turns. 2 turns is such a long ways away. Come on. And it's only a matter of time before we eat a sweeper, man. Please don't make me have to eat a sweeper. The good news is the wound here, it doesn't allow the opponent to gain any life. So if we play this, their food tokens are no longer relevant. No way, dude. They scooped it up while I was drinking water. They were taking forever to decide on their play, and then they just decided, nah, I'm out of here. That's crazy. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back again here tomorrow with another video, but also we'll be back again tonight with a live stream. Be sure to swing by the live stream. I'm gonna be trying out something new. I believe we're going to be trying to play out some of your guys' deck builds. So swing by. I think it's going to be first come, first serve. I haven't quite figured out the logistics of it yet, but we're going to be trying out some decks that you guys want to input for me on the ladder. Should be a lot of fun. I'm going to try it out and see if it goes well, and maybe we'll implement it going forward in the future. But I hope you enjoyed today's list, because this thing was ridiculous. It was so silly, man. I mean, just the ability to just surprise the opponent out of the blue with the win, by just attacking him with a 2/2, or even a 1/1 flyer at one point. It's like, it's ridiculous, man. It's kind of a busted combo. I hope it doesn't get fine-tuned any further than this, because it does seem a little bit fair. Obviously, taking certain creatures off the field at a certain time is going to be key to stopping this deck from moving forward, but it's dangerous, man. You hang on to that Aclazotz in hand until you got the win con, and it is dangerous. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for making this far in the video, and a huge special thank you to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on my channel, so huge thank you to the people who help support me monetarily every month. It means a lot, so thank you, guys. Appreciate you, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.